Hello and welcome all that are joining our stream today here in the Kingdom. My name is Max Solano. I will be doing commentary today as we introduce the starting lineups. We're going to start with number 1, Emily Murphy for the MSVU Mystics. We're going to do number 6, Jenna Allison for the Mystics. Number 7, McAdam. Number 11, Rebecca McKagan. Number 14, Sarah Ryan. And number 16, Taylor Cookers. And yeah, this is a team that's staying at 1-1, just like the UKC Blue Devils. And starting here for the UKC Blue Devils. So we have number 4, Jamie McLean, the second-year 5'11" setter, starting off. Number 6, Evan Jensen. Number 2, 5'7" left side, coming out of Cochrane, Alberta. We have number 7, Karina Pointer, a first-year 5'11" middle. We have number 12, Caitlin Legault, a former ACAA Player of the Year. She is in her 4th year, 5'11" middle from Calgary. We have number 16, Maddie Dever, a 4th year, 5'9" left side, coming out of New Brunswick. And number 17, Frances Cook. She is a 4th year, 6' right side from Hamilton and a former MVP of this team. 2 1-1 teams facing off here. We saw the UKC Blue Devils last weekend drop one game, unfortunately, to the University of St. Anne's Dragons here in the in the Kingdom in 5 sets. But the first one was a clean sweep of previous year's champions, Mount Allison, who they, like I said, clean sweep, an impressive weekend from the XL Physiotherapy Player of the Week, Caitlin Legault, number 12 there. She's important. She's going to be someone to look out for, as she is currently 500 for for hit percentage on the season. So here we'll start with MSVU, it looks like, serving. And serve is good. Recovery there from Jensen. McLean setting up for Legault on the right side. Serve from Emily Murphy is good. She recovers and off the hands of the Blue Devils player. That is going to be a points for MSVU via Taylor Kukurski. serve was good. Recover there from Festing. And just going to be sent over by the go. MSVU sitting up on the right side. Ooh, just took off the go. Festing diving for that one. And a joust there at the net. Sent over by Evan Jensen. Just got the advantage. And this is going to be set up on the left side. And hit cross court, back pocket again for Kukursky. Well, that was some impressive play there from the Blue Devils. That was a back-and-forth rally. That's what we saw them succeed at last weekend versus the University of St. Anne's Dragons. That is kind of that free play is when they like to get going and set up their play, set up their players. As the serve is good again, set over by Jensen. And set up on the left side there for Kukursky again, but Cook with the dig. She gets it, and that is left hit cross-court by Jensen. Over there by Festing. Set up for Jensen on the right side, or left side. She's going to tap it over. And MSVU set the left off. They hit it from deep. Set for Cook on the right side. She hits it a little too far, unfortunately. And, oh, but a error on MSVU side. I believe that was a touch net. Got a little too close and couldn't quite keep their hands to themselves. And that was going to go Kings away. We have number 12, Caitlin Legault, back to serve. Serve is good. Blocked there by MSVU. Try to get a cheeky little dump over, but that's going to be set up on the right side for Cook, who pokes it over. Both these teams opting to sometimes hit over the defense, and that one is, again, another pop over, but that is going to be out of bounds off of MSVU. Both these teams opting so far to go over the blockers rather than through them, and it has had varying degrees of success, as it is a 2-2 game. Tied for both teams as the serve from the goat was good. Again, trying that tip, but MSU couldn't get it over. Just set up on the left for Kukursky. Covered there. Sorry, Kukursky covered there by Legault. Again, left for Jensen. It is deep, but recovered by MSU. Off the blockers, recovered by Kings. Set up for the left again from Jensen. She's getting fed a lot this game, as she hits it right back over, return to sender. And that's going Kings' way. Again, just a little too close for the net there for MSVU. And that'll be an error for them. And a celebration here for Kings as Legault is back to serve. Serve is good. It's going to set up in the middle, but met by a blocker there. Ooh, unfortunate there, just a miscommunication. But that was a good block there from number 7, Karina Pointer, first year here for the UKC Blue Devils. She kept it off of their side, but unfortunately, MSVU got it right back over their defense and hit the hardwood. So here we have number 14, that is Sarah Ryan hitting it over. Serve was good, joust the line, but advantage is going Kings' way. That was set up on the right there for MSVU. And again, left side for Jensen, she gets stuffed there. And this is going the Mount's way. As Sarah Ryan gets to keep it for another serve. Serve is good, covered there by Devin. Set up for Pointer, who just tapped it over. Unfortunately, landing a bit too far forward. She taps on the net there. Two teams that are both playing pretty close to the net, usually playing pretty powerful, but they're taking a more, I want to say, over the defense than through them type of strategy. Unfortunately, they have both been touching the net. Sarah Ryan's serve is good. Set up on the left side there for Jensen. And again, another net error. Both these teams are just a little too close to the net. Sometimes sports is a game of inches, and right now those inches are closer to centimeters. Jay McLean back to serve. Serve is good. Bounce right back over to King's side as Jay McLean gets to set it up for Jensen on the left there, and too powerful off the blocker's hands, off the libero's hands there. Out of bounds. This is going King's way. McLean back to serve. Deep serve is good. He set up in the middle. And a dig there from Dever. As that's set up joust for UKC. They get it over. Set up on the left there again for Kukursky. And she has been able to work a bit of that left side. Unfortunate here for the Blue Devils, but she is just getting fed right now. As we have MSVU's number 11. That is Rebecca McGagan with a serving ace. Miscommunication as both players backed off. Unfortunate there, but something you can recover from. You know, a one-time error that you like to learn from. And that's something sometimes you'll see early on in the season as teammates learn and kind of figure out each other's mental space, mental thought process on moments like that, as the serve from McGagan is good. Set up on the left side for Cook. That was a little too powerful for MSVU. This is going King's way, as it just went through the blockers, off someone's hands, and out of bounds without a shadow of a doubt, without a second chance at all. Evan Jensen, her serve is good. By MSVU, set up on the left side. Ooh, as the attempted tip over from McLean is no good. Points there for Seven McAdam. Kursky back to serve for the Mount. Serve is good. And Kings trying to get it back. Ooh, just tipped over by Evan Jensen. Gets enough on it. And that's set up on the left side there. Ooh. Quick return from Kings. As the pressure is in the right time. Unfortunately, not quite in the right place. I just saw Dever with a nice dig there to get it right back over. But unfortunately, that's off the hands of Kings. Kursky back to serve for a 9-6 game here for the Mount. Just over the net, recovered there by Dever, stuck in the middle for pointer. Fortunately, a little too far on that one. And went a little long. So this is staying with the Mount. Kursky serve is good. Recovered there by the libero Feston. Set up on the right there for Cook. And off the hands of the blockers, straight out of bounds. This is flipping over to Kings possession here. It is a 10-7 game. Still pretty close in this first set here. As you see the rookie pointer back to serve. Serve is good. Close to the net here for the Mount, but they are going to send it cross court. This gives Kings a perfect opportunity to send on the right for Cook. Through the blockers, but recovered by the libero. And sent right back off a bump from Kings. MSVU working in the middle. And just in between the blockers and the net. That was an impressive play there. That was number 6. That was Jenna Allison. And there's Allison to serve. Serve is good. And just the dump over just got up and up and over the net there. Number 14, Sarah Ryan. Again, two teams playing very close to the net. We've seen this bite some teams and reward others in various ways. The serve was good again there from Allison. MSVU's getting a free ball here, but it was a mean solo block from Cook, but unfortunately off her hands and onto the out-of-bounds space. Timeout going to be taken here by head coach Shane St. Louis. Seeing how Kings are going to come out of this timeout. One thing we saw last weekend, at least for the UNBSJ game, or sorry, the USTA game, was that timeouts meant a lot. Timeouts had a lot of momentum, a lot of influence. Teams would start to go on streaks, or the other team might get a little cold and cool down. Leads would start to get little whittled down, I guess you could say. Yeah, they would start to get whittled down, start to get closer and closer. So hopefully Kings here can gain a bit of momentum, gain a bit of heady and steady steam, as they are now in a 13-7 deficit. So breaking the huddle, Kings are back out there. And here we have the Mount breaking their huddle. From Allison is good. Going to be set up deep for Kings, and unfortunately just didn't quite have the right angle. That is going to be an error on their side. as Mount gets another chance to serve here. Something you gotta shake off. You know? Serves good there from Jen Allison. And unfortunate rally as both teams are playing quick, just purely off of reaction time. And it doesn't go King's way. They couldn't quite get over the net. So 4 touches as MSVU gets a second straight serve coming out of the timeout. Serve is good. Close to net. It's going to get just hit in the right place from Emily Murphy. She saw where the defense was starting to collapse on. And unfortunate as we have the first sub coming in here for the whole game. This is going to be refs just making sure. We have number 9, Maya Blackwood, a first year here for the Blue Devils. She's coming out of North Vancouver. Jensen recovery off the serve. Set up for the right for Cook. Cross court hit, very hard, but recovered there from MSVU. And this is going King's way, I believe. It wasn't in, yeah, it was just outside the antenna, I believe. A little too close to that boundary between, I guess kind of just a green space that we're supposed to hit it and not. So error for MSVU off the pressure from the Cook hit. And her serve was good as well. And set up on the left side again, very similar hit. This one was inbounds, but recovered there by Kings. And set up on the left there for Blackwood. She is getting her points right away as she gets it to hit off the arms of the blockers out of bounds. And here we have Kings back serve again. Quick serve is good. A little too close to the net for MSVU. They just get it over. Oh, an unfortunate mental lapse from Kings off a perfect free ball there. Just, yeah, defense moved out of the way. Caught with a few rotational errors. This is going MSVU's way. 17-9 here in the first set. Southern Academy is good. And Jane McLean heads up play. That is just going to get sent right over. She doesn't bother to set it for everyone else. She just scoops it and scores it herself. Number 9, Maya Blackwood, to serve now. Her first serve of the game. It is good, recovered by the libero there. And the hit on the left side for MSVU is tough, but it's recovered by Kings. As Jensen gets her ball to roll off her defenders and caught MSVU on their back foot. They couldn't quite recover from that one, and this would be a point for Kings. Blackwood back to serve. Serve is good, and a bit too close to net. Serving ace for her as she has came on and immediately gotten them some pretty helpful points here. Been pretty helpful for them. Maybe just a fresh set of legs, giving them a new breath, you could say, as they figure out some rotations here in the first game. Serve from Blackwood again was good. Set up on the right side and hard off the blocker, or sorry, hard off the libero. Is going to go MSVU's way. They gain their possession back, stopping that little Kings run there. It was 18-12. Kings been in similar situations last week. We saw again versus University of St. Anne's. They were some sets looking pretty deep, and they rally off. They rally off moments like that through blockers, pretty hard hits, and they get back in the game. So it is a 20-13 game right now. Sorry, 18-13. Sorry, thinking about last weekend still. Still shaking off some of my rust too from last season of play, as MSVU just tips it over the blockers. Going the Mount's way. They have number 14 there. That is Sarah Ryan back to serve. Her serve is good. Set up for Jensen on the left side. And, ooh, it was almost good. It would have been the perfect space, but unfortunately just a little too long, out of bounds. But a good recognition of where the space was. Sarah Ryan's serve is good again. Set up on the right side for Cook, a little deep, so she has to take a step back and hit it over. And then just skating along a thin line there. Once again, number 16, Taylor Kukurski. She got a point there for her team, hitting it cross court in front of the UKC Blue Devils defenders. Ryan, serve mishandled there from Kings. This is going to stay with MSVU as they now have a 22-13 lead here in this first set. As I believe a timeout here is going to be taken. I think there's a bit of free air there as both teams, or as one of the teams, or one side of the court had had some debris of some sort on it, I believe. Kings huddle has broke. Waiting on MSVU right now. As one thing you may have seen last game from the University of St. Anne Dragon game is that Shane St. Louis sometimes is a man of few words. We saw some huddles where they would come in, and I swear, less than 10 seconds, he would say what he needed. The team would be back out there, and they'd be ready to go, prepared for whatever Dragons sent after them. As we see number 3, that is Jessica McKenna coming in for the Mystics. And Sarah Ryan serve is good. Covered there by Blackwood. A good heads-up play from Jenna Allison, who got her hands right there as the blocker and just dumped it over on King's side. Didn't even get a chance to get over the net. She sent it right back to where it once came. 23-13 game. Serve is good. Set up on the left side for Jensen again. And a mean hit, no remorse, forced MSVU into an error. I believe they had some hands on the net there. As we have number 4, Jane McLean, back to serve. Her serve is good. Perfect serving ace. It was nearly out. MSVU was calling for the out ball, but perfect there from Jay McLean. Just exactly where you want to put it. Make MSVU give up points themselves. As her second serve is good. And just short. Fed right into the net there from MSVU. Kings have 2 straight points here, looking to go on a bit of a run, gain back some territory. Knock on hardwood, of course. As Jay McLean's third serve is good. And a mean hit from Jenna Allison. Number 6 there on the right side. The ball was met by blockers, but fell down, rolled down into the net. This is going to be set point here, 24-16 for the Mystics. So here's number 11, Rebecca McGagan, back to serve. Serve was good. We set up on the far left side for Cook. And touched the net there. UKC did. So this is going to be a rotation here. That was the end of the first set. A fortunate result for Kings, as they couldn't quite gain some ground, unfortunately. Yeah. Breaking for the second set here are both teams. A set that was taken by the Mystics there, as King just had a few mental errors, a few little rotations or defensive communication and everything that was left there on the table. Something that they'll like to take back and work on as the season progresses. As again, this is the ACAA is I think it's a little mixed up right now. There's only one team that has 2 wins, one team that has 0 wins, and then every single other team, which is, I believe, about 6 in the middle, are all 1-1. This pointer serve is good. He set up on the right side, off the blockers, but recovered there by Kings. Jay McLean's going to set up for Blackwood on the left side. But it was met by some tough defense that is going to go MSVU's way. But as previously mentioned, yeah, both these teams are 1-1. Of course, Kings, we talked about the results from last weekend. MSVU had a 3-0 loss to UNB SJ and a 3-1 win over St. Thomas University. As Legault from the middle there just found the perfect pocket in between defenders. 2 girls reaching out and extending to try and keep the play alive, but ball met the wood, and it is a 1-1 game so far. Here early on in the second set. Cook's serve is good. Covered by the libero. It's going to be set up tall for Kursky, and she gets it to skip a little off the fingertips of some UKC defenders. And here's Rebecca McGagan back to serve. McGagan's serve is good, and an ace there off the attempt, the effort there from Festing. And here we see a swap for the other libero. This is going to be Maya Hughes coming in. McGagan's second serve is good. Recovery there from Jensen. Yeah, McLean set up for the middle for Kate Legault, but she couldn't quite get it to go. And a good reaction there from Hughes to recover that ball. It goes straight over to MSVU's side, but just a little too close to the net. MSVU can get to it, and that's going to be King's points. And that's kind of what you want to see from your substitutions. Again, Maya Hughes, she got in, and MSVU tried to hit it cross court. She just extended one arm, just a reaction time, like cat-like reflexes, you could say, to get it back over MSVU's way. As Blackwood's serve is good. Can even set up on the left side. And Blackwood tried to reach for it. Unfortunately, the ball wasn't quite hit the right way, so that was out of bounds off of UKC Blue Devils. As Kukursky is back to serve for the mount. And her service straight out of bounds. Service error for her will give Kings the ball back. 4-3 in this set. Still very, very close. As Caitlin Legault is back to serve. Her serve is good. Found in the middle there. And going MSVU's way. Tipped off of UKC. Sticking with MSVU. Again, Allison's serve is good. Since unfortunate there as it was sent wayward off of the Kings recipient. Out of bounds. And yeah, serving ace there for Allison. She is back to serve again. Serve is in the same spot, but recovered better there from Jensen. Ooh, and a tough block there from Jane McLean. She, right time, right place, just sent it right back, right behind the left side there. Jane McLean back to serve. Her serve is just over the net. Recovered there by MSVU. Set up on the right side, but a tough block there. It looked like Evan Jensen just got both of her hands on it and sent it right back to MSVU's side. Here we have Jay McLean back to serve for the Blue Devils. Serve is good. Recovered there by MSVU. Going to send to the left side. And sent not too hard, so it's going to be a perfect chance for Kings to set up. And unfortunate cross-court hit, just a little too long. That's out of bounds off UKC Blue Devils. But again, good recognition, finding that pocket, finding that empty space, trying to get it in right there, but unfortunately just slightly inaccurate. Makes it out of bounds, but something you like to see. As Seven McAdam gets her serve off. Good recovery there by Jensen. You set up for Cook on the left side, who was powerful enough to bounce it off the blockers, but MSVU, dang, pancake there from Jane McLean keeps this ball alive as MSVU are trying to keep hammering it King's way, but they are not letting MSVU get away with anything as Cook sends it over. Party ball being sent King's way. McLean is going to set up in the left side there for Jensen. She hits it hard off her defender. Just bounced up in the air. Back and forth. This is one of the best rallies so far as Cook is going to tip it over. Set up on the left side there for MSVU and gets it just out of reach of UKC. Yeah, that was definitely as far as, I mean, sometimes these volleyball sets, you see all that action, it's like, oh, that was only 20 seconds-ish. That was a good rally there. You like to see it. Unfortunately, didn't quite go King's way. As Seven McAdam is back to serve. Serve cross-court is good. It's going to be set up on the left side for Cook. And just through the blockers. Couldn't quite recover there. Out of bounds off of MSVU's hands. And that is what she's here for. Frances Cook, an impressive player. She's in her 4th and final year here at Kings. She has been someone who's been consistent at a high level for Kings. As we have Jensen back to serve. Serve a little too high, a little too long. That is out of bounds. Ball is going right back to MSVU, unfortunately. This is a 9-6 game. Emily Murphy back to serve for MSVU. Serve is good, recovered there by Festing. McLean's going to set up on the right side for Cook. Just a little short, unfortunate. And this is going to stay with them out. Murphy's hit again is good. Serving ace, it is off the hands of a UKC recipient. She gets to keep the serve here. Her third serve is good. An attempt to dump it over there from MSVU, but Evan Jensen comes from the back to poke it over. Setting up in the middle. And just a bit of a reflective play from both these teams. Evan Jensen poked it over coming from the back middle. And then I believe that was Emily Murphy coming from the back middle again to poke it over herself. Got it over Kings onto their wood. She serves again. Serve receive was good. And Pointer trying to get around the defenders. Unfortunately, hits the ball out of bounds. As Kings is going to call a quick timeout. With MSVU starting to climb their score a little bit, 13-6. Unfortunate sight here, but MSVU is a well-taught side, well-coached side, but Kings, don't forget, just 2 seasons ago, they were the ACAA champions, made to nationals, so this is a team that still has a lot of that DNA, a lot of that infrastructure with their 4th years in Frances Cook, Caitlin Go, Maddie Dever. Unfortunately, they have not been able to keep all of the pieces around. So they have a good mix of youth and a good mix of veteran leadership. As yeah, it's all 4th years, few 2nd years, and a lot of 1st years. MSVU breaking huddle. Both the teams now back properly on the court. MSVU's rolling back to start to get into position to serve. You know, I think I forgot to mention it. Happy Halloween, everyone. I completely forgot. That should have been part of my intro. And maybe I should have written it down. Happy Halloween, everyone. No, I'm going to remember that. That's going to come up again. Trust me. Emily Murphy back to serve. Her serve is good. Set up on the right side for Cook. Had to backpedal a little bit. Off placement. Good set up on the right side there for, yeah, that was Kursky, but net disconnect defender softened the blow. And just right placement, right hit there from Maya Blackwood on the Kings side. A good ball there. Pointers back to serve for the Blue Devils. And recovered there by MSVU. And oh, dang, look at that. Caitlin Legault just jumped up, reached behind her back, and hit it right back over, finding a good spot. That is exactly what you want from your fourth-year players, just that recognition, that game speed decision. That is an impressive yet almost expected play from the fourth-year Legault. As the serve again from Pointer was good. Set up on the right side for Kursky. And that is, yeah, that went down on King's side. Close to being out of bounds. Close call there. You can't necessarily blame Kings too much for that. As we have number 14, Sarah Ryan, back to serve. Serve recovery is good. Set up in the middle for Legault, but she is met with a mean block there. So it's going to be set up on the right side for Cook. And MSU just being able to fight for it, going to have to send a party ball over. And McLean setting for Cook on the left side again. And unfortunately, that was one-on-one blocking is no good for Cook there. She hits the ground, or sorry, she gets the ball to hit the ground. Straight kill for her. As she was, I believe she was top 3 last year in kills per set in the entire ACAA. Second team all-conference player. She gets her serve good over the net. Kukursky just not in between the antennas. She was having to track the ball a little sideways. So she didn't have the right angle, didn't have the right power, didn't have the right footing. And this is sticking with Cook. Cook's serve is good, recovered there. Set up on the left side for Kukursky again. But she put a little bit too much on it. Bit too much airtime, out of bounds. This is staying with Kings. Exactly what they need to come out of the timeout. As I believe this is their 5th point, I want to say, to MSVU's 1. They're a 14-11 game here. As joust at the line. And I think just, okay, we don't see that call often, but I think it was something at the net. I think the ball was a little bit too much on King's side. MSVU tried to recover it and play it back towards themselves. And an error there from Cook's serve. You can't be mad at that streak she pulled off there. Not only serving it well, setting up her teammates, but again, another veteran presence. Exactly what you want from this team. As Rebecca McKagan back to serve for MSVU. Ball was recovered there by the libero. Set up on the left side. And that is going to stay with MSVU. Just a handling error. Carried the ball a little bit. Ball was a little too stuck in the hand as we have McGagan to serve again. McGagan's serve is a little too far left. That is going to go King's way off the error. And here we have Blackwood back to serve. 16-13. This game is close. Very, 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 very more optimistic about what you see now, rather coming out of the timeout. An unfortunate error, serving error, going to go MSVU's way as the ball was a little too far and a little too high. Kukursky's back to serve. Serve is good. Recovered there by Hughes. Let's set up for Kate Legault in the middle. She hits it over, and if you have to hit it deeper. Recovered here by Kings, as they're going to just have to tip it over. Met right at the line. As Jensen gets the ball over to tip off the defenders, but MSVU recovering. Kings fighting for that. It's unfortunate. Off the hands of the Kings blockers. Good fight from Jane McLean there, who dove for that ball out of bounds, but unfortunately not quite enough. As we see Kukursky back to serve again. Her serve is just long. A little too long there as Kings get their chance to grab the ball back, take a bit of control, set up themselves for a Nice little run here. It is 18-14. Set is far from over. As Legault serve, it's good. MSVU is gonna try to hit it right down the middle, but Kings, ooh, good play there from Kings. They slowed the ball down off the block, and just Jensen on the left side found the right space. Kings keep the ball. Legault back to serve. Cross-court serve is good. Set up in the middle for MSVU, but a block there from Pointer will give Kings the advantage, the serving advantage. They get to keep the ball. This is within 2 points now. A team that is very good at closing out sets that are close. Covered there by MSVU. And off the hands of the blockers from Kings. That's going to be out of bounds. So this is going back to MSVU's way. A nice little stretch there for a few sets for for a few rallies for Kings. As there was Jenna Allison for serve. It was good. Being set up on the left side there for Jensen. She tries to recover her own ball, but unfortunately it hits the deck off the blockers from MSVU. Sub is going to come on. See number 9, Sadie Theorote. She's going to serve it right away. Theorote serve is good. Going to be set up deep for Cook. Ooh, jeez. She just got the very right angle. She got up high enough to hit the ball downwards onto the MSVU floor. And McLean back to serve. McLean serve is good. Going to be played in the middle. Good effort here from Kings. They're going to unfortunately set a party ball over. MSVU is going to get a chance to set up their offense in the middle, but recovered there by Kings. As they are fighting for it, and it's close. Oh. Again, both these teams playing close to the net. Kings tried as they might to get the ball just over the net, just over the line. Unfortunate, as we do see a sub coming on here. Magdalena Malfair, number 14, coming on for Kings. Good rally there. Something you'd like to see from these girls that we've seen. Well, I've seen since I've been doing commentary for about 3 years now. Is just the effort. This is a team that will fight and die for each other. As that ball was unfortunately inbounds off the out of bounds call from Kings. So it's going to stick with MSVU. They are now up to 22. Kings at 17. And Seven McAdam back to serve. Her serve is just in same spot as it was set up there from for Cook from the recent subbed in Magdalena. So yeah, Kings get the ball back here. 22-18. They are just 4 points behind. MSVU would be 3 points from another set. As a serving ace there for Jensen off the hands of the MSVU recipient. They get to keep the ball. And here we have the teams getting louder. Jensen's serve is good again. Similar spot, similar strength. Is going to be set up on the right side from MSVU. Good fight here from Kings, and it's going to be just over from Cook there. She hits a bump out of bounds. Ooh. And just that center space there was seen perfectly by MSVU. I believe that was number 14, Sarah Ryan. It was identified just at the right space, right time. That is going to get MSVU within 2 points of this set here. Murphy back to serve for the Mystics. Her serve is good. Close to being out of bounds. Maybe Jensen bumping it in, sent over by Blackwood. Free ball for MSVU. They get a chance set up on the right side. Recovered there by Kings. He's set up on the left side for Blackwood, who's just gonna tip it over. And a joust at the line from Pointer, who is also gonna get it over. Set up on the right side for Kursky, and that is just in bounds. It was on that line. Close call. Hate to see it swing MSVU's way, but you can't blame people too much when it's that close. And Murphy's serve again is good. Set up on the left side for Blackwood. An unfortunate match point there. Set point there, as it was outside of the antenna, just a little too far. Blackwood had to steer to the left. This is going to go MSVU's way, as they have a 2-0 lead here in the Kingdome. Kings are going to look to gain back some momentum, gain back some ground here in the third set, because they don't want to go home in clean, or they don't want to stay home in clean sets. We'll see how they do. Coming back for the third set here. Kings are down 2-0, unfortunately. They are breaking the huddle. And one thing about this team is that they don't stop until it's over. As Lenny Kravitz said, it ain't over till it's over. So this is a team that will fight and claw and scrap and punch. And yeah, they will go until that final whistle goes. MSVU, they are going to start with the serve. Number 20, Mia Murphy. Not the only Murphy on this team, so it leads you to possibly question sister of number 1, Emily Murphy. Her serve is good. And set up in the middle for the go. She is met with a tough defense. The fight from Maya Blackwood is not unnoticed, but unfortunate, as it is out of bounds off of Kings. MSU getting the first point here in this third set. Mia Murphy, serve is good. It's going to be sent right back over by Kings off the reception. And that is going to go MSU's way. A mean hit there from Taylor Kursky. Goes off the tip of Kings' fingers. And this is staying with MSVU. serve is long, just long. A close line. Again, a game of inches this is. And this is going to go King's way. Good call from the team there. Here's number 4, Jane McLean, getting back to serve. McLean's serve, unfortunately, her own serve is a little too long. This is going to go right back to the Mystics. As Ryan's serve is good. Nearly out of bounds, but recovered there from Jensen. Just going to be sent over by Blackwood. Set up on the right side here, just tipped over, and Jensen off the attempted recovery. Fortunately, she was the last to touch it. Hits King's floor. This is going to stay with MSVU. Sarah Ryan back serve again. Covered there by Kings. Going to be set up in the middle for Legault, who got up there and hung up there. Hit it hard, and MSVU also got an error there touching the net. You don't always see that in these games, so it's somewhat staggering to see this many this game, as Evan Jensen served just out of bounds there. Again, game of inches. That was threading the line. A good call from MSVU there. Rebecca McGagan. Her serve is short, an error. This is going to go King's way. They get to gain the ball back, retain possession, as we see Caitlin Legault, number 12, back to serve. Her serve is good. Set up on the right side. Into the ref there from Kukurski. Kings forcing that pressure. MSVU were not on the right foot. So this is staying with Kings. They're going to give it a chance to get a few points here. Rally off a few straight. Is it a 5-4 set? Close. Recovered there by MSVU. Set up in the middle. Perfect pancake dig there from McLean, but unfortunately the cross-court hit is just out of bounds. It's going back MSVU's way. Serve from Kukurski is good. McLean gonna set up for Jensen in middle back. Recovery there from. And yeah, that one was a little clear. You could see it just off the end of the swing. That was an error touching the net there from MSVU. So that error is going to give Kings a possession here. Still a 1-point game, very, very close. Unfortunately, some of those other stats started off a little close. But we like to see Kings hold on to this here. Fight back for it, as Cook's serve was good. Just going to set up on the right side for her. She's just going to lightly set it over. And recovering there from Festing, that is just going to be a straight pop back over to MSVU. They get a chance to set it up on their side. And Jensen caught, again, putting her hands up almost instinctually, reactively. And this is going MSVU's way off of that out of bounds from Kings. 7-5. Again, this game is just, no team is getting the run. No team is going back, or these teams are going back and forth. As Blackwood is going to set it over on the left side. A good recovery there from Pointer off the block. MSU sets up in the middle, finds Cook, who saves the ball. Jensen going to pop it over, free ball for MSU. They're going to be set up in the middle for Kursky. Not too much power, but she didn't need it all as it finds the empty spot there on the ground. MSU calling for a quick wipe up here. Quick cleanup was over. As there's Jenna Allison to serve. Serve is good. Going to set up on the right for Cook, who has to bump it over. The ball didn't quite have enough, or it wasn't quite in the right position. She just had to lay it over. Didn't quite get there. And so we have Mount Allison back to, or sorry, Mount St. Vincent back to serve. This ball was met heavy, but Cook just gonna hit it from deep. And MSVU pinballing off their players. That is the power of Cook. She is one of the strongest players in this league. A lot of her balls are on this particularly spooky night, a little scary sometimes, hearing the sound of her smacking them. And there we have number 9. That is Maya Blackwood back to serve. Serve is just in, serving ace for her off the incorrect call from MSVU. As the serve again from Blackwood is good. MSVU send him on the left side for Murphy. And that is through the blockers, tipped out of bounds. That is going to return it to MSVU's possession, as it is a 10-7 game. Substitution coming on, number 5, Haley Nason for the Mystics. And here we have number 12 as well, Estelle Iskin and Sense. Those two coming on, number 5 and number 12 for the Blue Devils. For the Mount, as Iskin and Sense is back to serve. Iskin serve is good, recovered there by Jensen. McLean's going to set up on the right for Pointer. That is recovered well by the Mystics. Unfortunately, they just feed it right into the net. Error there. This is going to stick with, this is going to flip it back over to King's possession. They get to bring it back to the service line by number 7 there, Pointer. Pointer's hit is good, just inside, as MSVU is setting up on the left, but they can't get it over the net. That is an inaccuracy there for MSVU, as you have Pointer back to serve. Serve was good. Set up in the middle there for Sarah Ryan. And that is a straight shot. So this ball is going to go back MSVU's way, as we have number 20, Mia Murphy, heading back to the service line. Her serve is good, and ace off the hands of the Blue Devils there. And Mia Murphy back up to serve. Her second serve is a little too long. Try to get in the same place, same power. Unfortunately, with that, just got sent a little far. Jay McLean's serve is good. Met there by Luciana Cohen. As the hit is, these liberos are working hard, as Festing also tried her hardest to get that ball up. He's going to be set up on the left side for Kukurski. Ball close to being out of bounds, but just inside. She found that back right corner. A good cross-court hit there. That will give MSVU the points. 13-10 game. Still very, very close as we work further and further into this third set. Sarah Ryan's serve is good. And unfortunately, again, it's off the hands of another Blue Devils defender. This is going MSVU's way. Sarah Ryan short on that one. Service error. Kings are going to have the ball in their hands, so they're going to have the chance to rattle off a few points here. Hopefully get a streak going, gain their momentum. As Jensen back at this little service line. Her serve is good. This is being set up in the middle, but recovered there by Festing. Set up on the right for Cook here from Jane McLean. and through the blockers. Vintage there. Kings are closing in slightly. They brought it within a 2-point game, close to earlier in the set. And here we have Jensen back to serve again. Her serve is unfortunately just slightly short. So that's gonna keep it on King's side of the court. Keep the ball on King's side of the court. But now possession flips over to MSVU. Number 5, Haley Nason back to serve for the first time this game. Her first serve is called in by Kings, but set up on the right side for Cook again, sending it cross court. Tough recovery there from MSVU, but they are going to hit it. They get it across court from the right side to the left side. And Cook trying to get it through the blockers. Unfortunately, it is slightly short. So this goes against Kings, going to MSVU. And Nason on her second serve is short. Just short, so giving that point and possession right back to Kings. 16-13 here in the third set. With Legault back to serve. Serve is good. Covered there by Cohen. So on the left side for Kukurski. She's going to hit it cross court, but not a lot of power. Leads Kings to be able to recover it. As it's set up for Cook on the right side. She hits it mean, and this is just going to be shoveled over against Kings, and this is set up on the left side there for Blackwood. She's going to hit it cross court. MSU recovering, trying to get that tip over. 2 players going for it, and unfortunately, neither of them finished there. So that is going to hit the ground. Timeout is going to be taken by Shane St. Louis, as Kings are now at a 4-point deficit, 17-13. Similar to the last set. We'll see how they recover coming out of this timeout. Kings gathering out of their timeout. MSVU, I believe some of their coaches sporting some Halloween costumes. You can see the pink hair there. Trying to figure out who could that be. Unfortunately, they don't have the rest of the costume, just the wigs, but you know, I do dig the look. I don't mind it. I'm in a costume myself, but you know, you can't quite see the commentators, so you guys just have to use your imagination. Kukurski, she is back to serve for the Mystics. The serve is good. Covered there by Festing. Game set up on the left side from Pointer, who just hung in the air there. Found the right point, right time to hit the ball. That was off the hands of MSVU. Going back Kings way, Francis Cook back to serve. Serve is good. We set up far on the left side for Murphy, as Kings is fighting to recover from the corner. Festing going out of bounds to get it. Sent over by Blackwood, party ball. And on the right side there for MSVU. Off the hands of Jen Allison. This is going MSVU's way here, points-wise. As you see, 2 subs coming in. Start with number 9, Sadie Theoroth, who's coming back on here, back in the game. And number 10, Sella McClellan. She is subbing in too. As Theoroth is back to serve right away. 18-14. Thoreau serve is just long. Good call from Kings there, as they gain back service. Like a cell phone going through a tunnel. Service is back. Blackwood to serve. Covered there by the Mystics. They are going to try and hit it from far back. And the recovery effort ends up getting its way to Jensen on the left side. And here on the right side there was number 10. That is Stella McClellan. Immediately impact coming off the bench. She brings it to within 1 point of 20 here for the Mystics. 19 to 15. As Estelle Iskin Incense is serving. Her serve is good. Set up in the middle there for Pointer, but poked right back. Jay McLean's going to set up on the right for Cook, who gets it just over the net, but good dive, good dig there from Haley Jackson on an MSVU. Unfortunately, miscommunication on their part offensively. They couldn't quite, couldn't quite recover the ball. It hits their side of the ground, and there we have Pointer back to serve for the Blue Devils. Pointer's serve is just over the net, just in front of the libero there. That is going to be a serving ace. Just perfect margins there for Karina Pointer. Her second straight serve. It's a similar spot, no net though. As Scylla McClellan, a fourth-year player. Good recognition there to find just that little gap there, that little space in the defense. She gets a point. She gets a kill there for MSVU. 20 to 17. The game is inching closer and closer to the end of the third set. The serve is good there from Murphy. Cook hitting it deep. It's going to be set up on the left side for Kukurski. A bit too strong on the cross-court hit, out of bounds. These services are just back and forth, back and forth. So here we have Jane McLean. She is ready to serve. Her serve is good. Covered there by MSVU. Going to be set up on the left side again for Kukurski, off the hands of Legault. McLean going to set it up on the left side for Jensen, who is short, unfortunately, hitting the ball into the net. And yeah, just like a waiter with a few different tables, just back and forth service between these two teams. As McClellan's serve is good, covered there by Festing. She's going to set up far left side for Cook. Bit too strong on that one, too hot to handle, and again showing why she is one of the strongest in this league. Off the hands of MSVU. She is fighting. Again, this is a team that fights until it's over. She is keeping them in, as Jensen's serve is good. She's going to set up on the right side there for Haley Nason, who brings it to 22 points to Kings 19 here in the third set. And a lot of one and dones with these serves. Unfortunately, not all of it is errors. It is a lot of rallies and a lot of kills for the other team. Seeing no advantage with the services here as Mason gets her own error. This is going to give it back to Kings. Again, like I was saying, a lot of one and dones with service. 22-20. The veteran Caitlin Go, the back line there for Kings. The serve was good. He's going to be set up on the left side for Kukurski, but off the net and the blockers. And Pointer's going to get up, turn it right back over. Send back to the left side, but that was mean defense there from Pointer and Cook, who forced MSVU to hit it from far back, off the hands of two Kings players, out of bounds. MSVU's ball, 23-20. Service changes again. Kukurski back at the line. She hits it for MSVU. This had to be a party ball, a free ball, over to MSVU to get a chance to set up. Tipped at the line. This is going to be set up on the left side for Blackwood, who just tries to tip it over herself, but Pointer is going to bump it over. Estelle, perfect setup there from Estelle Iskin Incense to number 9, Sadie Fierro. as MSVU moves to game point 24-20. Kings have no room for error here. That's Kukurski hitting the ball. Serve was just over the net. Cook on the right side. Recovered. Tough recovery there from Avery Jackson. And that is going to end the game there. Off the tip from, I believe it was number 20, Mia Murphy. As MSVU takes this game in clean sets. Unfortunate here at the Kingdom, especially after last game was such a close one, going to 5 sets, extra points versus University of St. Anne. Both teams meeting to handshake here on this Halloween day. Unfortunate result here for Kings, like I've said, but again, early season. This is a team that we've seen be resilient, fight through a lot. And yeah, just a lot of youth, a bit of learning, perhaps just feeling each other out, getting everything in. But yeah, not too much else to say here at the Kingdom. This is this is about it. My name is Maxwell Solano. With me on production was Ryan Bradbury, and we appreciate you guys tuning in today. Our next game, I believe, is Sunday. I believe the time is around 1, 2-ish. 2? Yeah, Sunday at 2. We are hosting, actually I think it says the Holland Hurricanes. Yeah, November 2nd, 2 p.m. Feel free to check that out, and we will see you all in a few days.